Hello, everyone. Welcome to my presentation. My name is Fatmala with student ID A1M224047. Today, we're focusing on how literature, particularly short stories, can be a powerful tool in the classroom. Through this presentation, we'll analyze the intrinsic elements and moral lessons of short story. By understanding its structure and themes, we'll uncover how short stories help us reflect on important life values. Here are the goals for this presentation.
1. Understand short stories. We will analyze the definition of a short story. 2. Interpret story elements. Convey opinion about characters, symbolism, and moral messages. 3. Connect to everyday life. Apply the values and lesson from the story to real-world situations. Now that we know what we aim to achieve, let's start by understanding the essence of a short story.
A short story is a concise piece of fiction that tells a story about one main idea or event and character. It's short in length, but rich in meaning, often delivering a moral or lesson.
The Legend of the Holy Stone is an excellent example of this. It uses a simple narrative to convey profound lessons about respect and responsibility. Let's move on to the story's summary.
This story is set on Kamborama Mountain,
where God Iruwanawani owns a sacred drum and sago plantation. Every day, Kambo women always come taking sago to eat. Day by day, the sago trees are getting rarer. God Iruwanawani is angry. Over-harvesting angered God Iruwanawani, forcing the villagers to leave. Only Irimami and Isare, who settled on Mount Kamborama. Irimami and Isare find food by hunting. While hunting, Irimami and Isare found a large and hot stone. They tested the stone by cooking food on it, which worked perfectly. Their curiosity grew as they experimented with their materials like bamboo and grass. Their experiments caused a fire in the forest. Irimami then Isare begged God Iruwanawani for help. God extinguished the fire and warned them to stop. But Irimami and Isare ignoring God's warnings. Ignoring the warning, they continued experimenting with cooking anything on the rock, which caused a larger fire. The fire burned for 7 days, devastating the forest. God intervened again, but emphasized the consequences of their actions.
They had to tell their mistakes on the smoking stone in front of the residents of Arumpu and Kamboy.
The residents of Kamboy who heard about it began to come to see the sacred stone. Finally, the stone was crowned as a sacred stone. They held feasts and dances around the sacred stone. The stone remains a part of Papua traditions today. This summary sets the stage for our analysis. Let's begin by looking at the story's main idea and conflict to meet the second learning objective.
If you ask what is the main conflict faced by Irimami and Isare, and how does it drive the plot, we can answer here.
The main idea of the story is about the dangers of greed and ignoring rules. The central conflict occurs when Irimami and Isare break God Iruwanawani's rules by misusing the sacred stone. Their actions caused intense forest fires that lasted up to 7 days. Their actions lead to chaos, teaching us the importance of respecting boundaries and rules. Now that we've established the main idea, let's dive into the characters and their impact on the story.
After knowing the main idea, the next question will definitely arise: how do Irimami and Isare's traits influence the story? And what is the theme or lesson of the legend?
So let's analyze the key characters and the stories. Irimami, he is curious and ambitious, but his impulsive nature causes problems. Isare, she is brave and supportive, but careless. Their personalities cause problems because he always tested the stone greedily, which caused a fire. The theme is about respecting nature and follow rules. The story teaches us that curiosity and ambition must be balanced with responsibility and caution. With this understanding, let's explore the role of God Iruwanawani and the symbolism of the sacred stone.
Do you still remember God Iruwanawani? How does God Iruwanawani affect the plot and characters' decisions? And what does the sacred stone symbolize, and why is it important?
Everything will be answered in this slide. God Iruwanawani plays a significant role in the story. He makes rules and punishes those who break them. His role helps move the story, because if he wasn't there, the fire wouldn't have been put out and Irimami and Isare wouldn't have received the consequences for what they did. The sacred stone symbolizes power, curiosity, and ambition. It reminds us that not everything we desire is beneficial and that we must consider the consequences of our actions. Now, let's examine the setting and plot structure of the story.
The story takes place in ancient times on Camboirama Mountain, a sacred and mysterious place surrounded by forests.
This setting highlights the importance of nature and its sacredness. The plot structure can be divided as follows. 1. Introduction. The Camboi people are kicked out for taking sago without replanting it. 2. Rising action. Irimami and Isare find a smoking stone and cook on it, causing a fire. 3. Climax. They ignore God Aruwanawani's warning, leading to a big fire. 4. Falling action. God asks them to confess their mistake in front of everyone. 5. Resolution. The stone becomes sacred, known as the Holy Stone, and is worshipped by the people. With the plot and setting understood, let's reflect on what we can learn from this story.
This story challenges us to think about our own actions.
1. Curiosity of Irimami and Isare. Did Irimami and Isare's curiosity help or cause problems? I think it's no, because their curiosity caused problems. They testing the stone without thinking who caused the fire, and they also got punished. 2. Would you pursue the sacred stone despite its danger? Why? No, because it caused a disaster. The story shows that ignoring rules can lead to harm. 3. Moral lesson and application. What lesson from the story can you apply to your daily life? For me, the lesson is to respect rules and think before acting. In real life, we should think about the consequences and follow rules to avoid problems. Finally, let's summarize the key takeaways from this presentation.
In conclusion, the legend of the Holy Stone teaches us important values that we can carry into our everyday lives.
It reminds us to respect rules and nature, to think carefully before acting, and to consider the consequences of our actions. These lessons are timeless and guide us to make better decisions.
Thank you for listening.
I hope this presentation has provided you with valuable insights into the story and its lessons. Let's apply these lessons to our daily lives. Have a great day.